A black mother is being prosecuted by the DOJ for lying about pot on a Form 4473. Specifically, the woman is Deja Taylor, the mother of a 6-year-old who shot his teacher in Virginia this past January. There is a lot that went wrong in that event. The school failed to keep the teacher safe, the kid's IEP was bizarre, they tried to blame it on his ADHD, and we still don't know how he got Taylor's gun, as it was allegedly on a high closet shelf with a trigger lock. She's already been charged on the state level with child neglect and failing to secure a firearm. Needless to say, it's a bad situation that shouldn't have happened, and she already has a lot against her. But in the aftermath, Johnny Law determined that she smokes pot, which is legal in Virginia, but still a controlled substance on the federal level. So now she faces both federal gun and drug charges. Before I go into the details of the report and the hypocrisy of the DOJ, I want to thank Blackout Coffee for supporting the channel. Blackout is a great company that is also freedom-loving, with a huge variety of brews and flavors, as well as partner roasts that donate to your favorite gun rights groups directly. Check them out and support the channel at blackoutcoffee.com/libertydoll. Mother of 6-year-old who shot Rich Neck Elementary teacher to plead guilty to federal gun charges, reports 13 News Now. 25-year-old Deja Taylor was charged with being an unlawful user of a controlled substance in possession of a firearm and making a false statement during the purchase of a firearm. According to court documents filed Monday, Taylor made a false claim on the firearms transaction form she filled out when she bought a 9mm handgun in 2022. Section G of that form asks, which we all know, are you an unlawful user of or addicted to marijuana or any depressant, stimulant, narcotic drug, or any other controlled substance? Prosecutors said that Taylor lied when she answered no and that she was actually a marijuana user. Now, Taylor could face up to 15 years in prison. A lot of the coverage on this points out that Taylor is black, as the Biden White House ran on the backs of BLM voters.
So if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Also of note is the fact that he did pardon some pot offenders and promised criminal justice reform, which of course is not a great look. But what's missing from the ABC and NBC and wherever else reports are the fact that she's being persecuted for lying about a substance that is legal in her state, while Hunter Biden lied on those same forms about doing crack.
He is the smartest man I know.
Biden has tried to cover for his son at every opportunity, which I can understand as a parent. But when you're the president of the United States, things are a little different. Hunter's case has been swept under the rug by the FBI, the ATF, and the same DOJ going after Taylor for pot. Pot is arguably a lot less serious than crack, but according to the ATF and the courts, Hunter's privacy is more important than the so-called common-sense gun laws they claim to be super serious about. As Hunter's legal troubles have been heating up, so has the firearms case. Finally, there is a court not just rejecting it outright, haha, just kidding, he's getting a sweetheart plea deal to drop the gun charge. But according to the ATF, they rarely actually prosecute for lying on a 4473 anyway.
Really? Really?
Hunter's defenses have been a wide range, comparing himself to a man who lied on a food stamp application and claiming he thought he was sober when buying the gun. Which sounds kind of like something a crackhead would say. But the ATF says that they chose not to go after him because he had no prior criminal history. Never mind all the evidence of hard drugs, prostitution, and financial crimes floating around that would have gotten anyone else locked away forever and would have had the ATF basically nuking them. Taylor, too, has no prior criminal history. Taylor also isn't Nikki Fried, the Florida Democrat Party chair who tells everyone every chance she gets that she's a gun owner who also smokes pot. She has had entire media campaigns about it and not a peep from the ATF, DOJ, or anyone in the Biden administration. Clearly, Taylor made some big mistakes, had bad behavior, and was running whatever home life that not only allowed her child to get her gun and take it to school, but that had him coming to the conclusion to do it, and that shooting his teacher was the solution to whatever problem. She clearly doesn't practice the fundamentals of gun safety and has not taught her son to respect the danger of using guns irresponsibly. There 100% needs to be consequences. But that doesn't change the fact that she's not getting equal protection under the law, either because money or connections or whatever other conclusion that you want to draw. For example, last year the DOJ also gave a 19-year-old black man 12 years in prison after he was found to be in possession of a single round of ammunition while smoking pot. And there are dozens of similar stories, even though Biden talked about criminal justice reform and pardoning pot smokers and all of that liberal mumbo jumbo. But remember, if you didn't vote for Biden, you ain't black. No matter the reason that these people had the book thrown at them and Hunter hasn't, clearly what the Biden administration is interested in isn't justice. That is it for this video, guys. Please do all of the algorithm things. Like, share, subscribe if you are new here. Ring the notification bell because otherwise YouTube won't tell you when I have a new video. Drop a comment down below. And as always, thanks for tuning in and happy shooting.